Every person you meet is wearing a mask. Some hide their weakness, some hide their power. They smile to disguise envy, they laugh to bury fear. But beneath that performance lies the truth Nietzsche warned about. He said, every profound spirit needs a mask, because truth is too dangerous to show. Once you understand that, you'll stop listening to words and start reading what people are trying not to say. This is Nietzsche's forbidden psychology, the art of seeing the truth behind every mask. Nietzsche never cared about morality. He cared about what hides beneath it. He believed that every word, every smile, every act of kindness is a mask built to protect one thing, the will to power. Behind every good deed, there's desire. Behind every gentle tone, there's strategy. The truth isn't what people say. It's what they fear will be discovered if they stop pretending. That's why Nietzsche said, "We are unknown to ourselves." To read others, you must first learn to read your own masks, because until you do, every illusion that blinds you belongs to someone else's control. You think people hide because they're dishonest, but dishonesty is just a symptom of something much older. People hide because they're afraid of being judged, afraid of being rejected, afraid that the truth inside them would destroy the image they've built for the world. So they wear masks, not to deceive you, but to survive you. Nietzsche understood this better than anyone. He believed fear is the silent architect of identity, that every polite gesture, every act of humility is often just self-preservation wearing a smile. Think about it. Last time you told someone what you really felt, you didn't because you calculated the reaction. You edited yourself. You reshaped your tone, your expression, your truth to avoid conflict, to avoid pain. That's not morality, that's fear, perfected. And the more we hide, the more we forget what's underneath. Eventually, the performance becomes the person. You wake up one day and realize the mask no longer protects you. It controls you. Fear built your personality and then called it virtue. Until you face that fear, you'll keep mistaking survival for authenticity. Power isn't what most people think it is. It's not wealth. It's not control. It's perception. The moment someone makes you feel small, you hand them your power. Nietzsche called this the illusion of power, because no one truly dominates you unless they control how you see yourself. Every tyrant, every manipulator, every charming liar survives through this illusion. They don't conquer you by force. They rewrite your internal narrative. Fear is the ink. They find what you're afraid to lose, and they threaten it subtly. Maybe it's your reputation. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's the feeling of being understood. Once fear enters perception, your vision bends around it. You stop seeing people as they are and start seeing them through the lens of survival. And that's when manipulation begins. Not when they deceive you, but when you deceive yourself. They don't need to cage you when your mind already kneels. Every judgment you make is a confession. When you say someone is arrogant, you reveal your hidden envy. When you call someone weak, you're secretly terrified of your own fragility. Nietzsche called this the mirror effect. We don't see people as they are. We see them as reflections of our suppressed selves. The liar spots liars easily. The manipulator fears manipulation. The broken man sees betrayal everywhere. The mind projects what it refuses to confront. And that's why most people never truly see anyone. They only see ghosts of their own pain, wearing someone else's face. Once you understand this mirror, you stop reacting to people's masks. You start decoding them. Because every insult, every accusation, every judgment is a mirror shard of the person who spoke it. And when you can read those reflections, no one can hide from you again. Everyone wears a mask, not to deceive, but to survive. The moment a person senses judgment, they begin to hide. They build a mask made of confidence, humor, dominance, anything that keeps their fragile truth safe. Nietzsche said, "Every profound spirit needs a mask, because the world fears what it cannot understand. The louder someone laughs, the deeper their silence runs. The more confident they act, the more fragile they feel." You can see through these masks if you stop reacting to them. Don't look at what they show. Watch what they repeat. Patterns never lie. Words can. When someone constantly needs to appear strong, they're begging not to be seen as weak. When they talk endlessly about loyalty, they've already betrayed someone. People reveal their truth in what they overcompensate for. If you can see the pain beneath the mask, you don't just read them. You disarm them. Words lie, movements don't. Every human broadcasts truth through micro-tensions, gestures, tone, and rhythm. Nietzsche believed that the body is more honest than the tongue, because the body doesn't ask for permission to speak. It reacts. When someone hides something, their energy fractures, their tone loses rhythm, their eyes flicker, not away from you, but inward, searching for a story that feels safe. Their body will always return to comfort. So notice where they return, touching their neck, adjusting their clothes, crossing their arms. That's not habit, that's protection. The body is always leaking truth. It's a language most people never learn to read because they're too distracted by words. Watch the rhythm, not the sentence. The silence between words, not the noise around them. Because power is never loud. It's always felt. Every person you meet is a silent judge. They don't listen to your words first. They scan you, your eyes, your posture, your silence. Nietzsche observed that people are not driven by logic, but by instinctive hierarchies. They subconsciously ask, is this person above me or beneath me? This judgment happens in seconds, and you do it too. That's why some people can walk into a room and instantly command respect without speaking a word. They project what Nietzsche called the sovereign individual, someone who has mastered his instincts and therefore radiates self-possession. You see, when you look insecure, hesitant, or overly eager to please, you unconsciously reveal that your inner hierarchy is unstable. But when your movements are calm, your words slow, and your gaze unwavering, others sense centered dominance. You no longer chase validation, you emit value. The eye of judgment can't be escaped, it can only be reversed. The key is to stop performing and start observing yourself as Nietzsche did. From the outside, watch your tone, watch your posture, watch your eyes. Every second, the world is deciding who you are. The question is, are you the observer or the observed? In the end, all perception is a mirror. Every manipulator, every liar, every charmer you've met, they weren't showing you who they are. They were showing you who you are not yet aware of being. Nietzsche called this the final awakening, to stop blaming the world for deception and realize that every mask you've ever faced was simply reflecting your own blindness. When you truly see, you stop reacting. You no longer need validation nor revenge, Because you understand that every glance, every insult, every test is just the universe showing you the parts of yourself you've yet to master. This is where real power begins, not in controlling others, but in mastering the parts of yourself that others could once control. When you reach this level of awareness, your energy shifts. People sense it. Their manipulation stops working because you've become unreadable. You no longer play their game. You are the board they play on. Calm, centered, dangerous in silence. That's Nietzsche's forbidden psychology. The art of reading others. You've learned to see through others. Now it's time to rebuild your own mind. Download the free guide, the 7-day focus reset, and regain full control of your soul.